Here we go. Hello,
Yes.
everyone, and hello, Niloufar. So good to see your beautiful face. And we're doing this to educate and share our knowledge and love more about therapeutic foods, how to use them. Yes, they are complex. Sometimes we don't know what to do with certain products, but they work so well. So, Niloufar, tell us about you.
Hello. So lovely to see your lovely face. My name is Niloufar Park. I've wore many hats in my life, but for the past 16 years, over 16 years now, I've been an attorney, business attorney. So I deal with lots of small business owners, small businesses, disputes. So I help businesses form and grow and flourish. And along with that, there's always lots of fighting and issues. So I do it all. I have my own law firm, a solo practitioner right now, but I've been in larger firms, and right now, what I'm doing is really my passion, which is really helping small businesses and working with owners to realize their dreams and their hard work and just get them through the tough times and the good times because they um, come and go, as we know.
Yes, we do. And I have to say, because I do work with you, you are bioimmersion's attorney, and I just love the way that you approach relationships with other people. I love the fact that it's a collaboration between everyone. There are no enemies, there is no the other, there's just us together trying to form a wonderful connection and a great working relationship. So I fell in love with you right from the
Thank
get-go
you.
because you're so collaborative, you're right there, present,
Thank you.
and so very smart.
Oh, well, thank you.
And talking about the brain, when I met you,
Yes.
you were going through a lot. I actually was at awe with you because you kept on working and dealing with so many different conditions. So tell us
Mhm.
about that.
Yeah. So for the past 5 years, I went through a lot of personal changes. My husband and I, we lost 5 people in 1 year, and a couple of years ago, another very close family member. So we were dealing with grief a lot. At the same time, we're in the middle of COVID, so recovering from COVID, that was, working from home, life changes. And needless to say, there was lots of anxiety, lots of stress dealing with grief. Physically, I felt I was experiencing lots of symptoms that I haven't before. I've experienced a lot of sinus infections and just feeling extremely run down, depleted, very depleted. At the same time, I was going through my perimenopause, and menopause happened. um, and came with that a slew of other issues where, for me, the worst part was brain fog, where I earn my living and my livelihood. My pride and joy is my brain, which I try to help people with that. And not being able to think clearly, sharply, to solve problems quickly, to be vocal when I needed to be. It was really difficult. Actually, it was um, pretty scary when I think about it now. I've had some time to recover, and I am here now, but it was really uncomfortable. It was really scary. And at the same time, I don't even know if I told you this, but I do recall that I was having lots of heart palpitations and my heart rate was really, really fast. So that's pretty much what happened the last 5 years, and more intensely, I would say, a couple years ago. And we met over a year ago, I believe,
Yeah.
over a year ago. And I did ask for your assistance. So yes, I was dealing with a lot, and at the same time, I was practicing law full time. I was also transitioning my firm to my solo practice because my business partner went to ACLU to do great things in life. So it was just a lot from every aspect, from family life to business to the world, whatever you name it. It was just a lot going on.
You
Change,
were.
every aspect of life was changing and coming fast.
You were going through such a huge change and feeling
Yeah,
terrible and yet holding on to your job and doing
yeah.
it beautifully, if
Oh,
I
thank
may
you.
say so myself, because you helped me at a difficult time in my life when I had to take over bioimmersion. And yes, I worked alongside Sean for years, formulated with him, worked with the scientists, with our partners. I know inside out everything, but I was not the head of the organization. I did not manage the organization, deal with the doctors and other healthcare practitioners. So I know that kind of
God.
transition is so difficult, and yet you were dealing with these conditions that were intense. And so tell us about your protocol. What did you take? What did you do? How did you
Yes.
slowly progress into the amazing health that you're in now?
Yes. So you were very generous with your consultation and walked me through and adjusted my protocol. Um, Currently, I'm taking in the morning my absolute favorite garlic. It's a must. Um, I just love it. And I can tell you why in a bit. And also, I do take the fructoborate. I can never say that correctly.
No, that was
Fructoborate.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Energy and also the phytopower. I feel like this morning combination just gives me a great boost of energy. And at the beginning of the protocol, I know we had some adjustments. I was taking more of the garlic and taking everything, I believe, uh, every day, and some of the, I can't remember which ones, more than one pill a day. But right now, I'm just taking one in the morning about 5 times a week. And it has really, really changed how I interact throughout the day, how I see my energy levels to be nice and steady throughout the day instead of the spikes or dips in energy or just mental capacity. And then evening, another absolute favorite is the number 7 systemic. I absolutely love it. And it is so delicious. It's just
Thank
yummy.
you.
It's like a little gift of yumminess. And the other thing that I do take every night is that the glucosinolate and sulforinate.
Sulforaphanes, yes.
Sulforaphane, thank you. Sorry.
In in
um,
in other words, broccoli sprouts that are quite
yes,
potent.
yes. And I feel that, sometimes I forget or, skip a night here and there. But when I do take the combination of the number 7 systematic booster and the glucosinolate, oh, I do sleep much better and it's easier sleep as well.
Good.
Yeah.
Wow. And the brain fog, because that was the number one thing
Yeah.
that you emphasized to me,
Yes.
beside the infection, of course, which we had to
Yes.
work on immediately, and hence the garlic
Hmm.
and the phyto power to help
Hmm.
boost your DNA production. I mean, you were so low on everything, or I should say, the integrity of the
Yeah.
DNA, because you were going downhill very
Hmm.
quickly, and your brain was a mess. I remember
It
you telling
was.
me how
Yeah.
you were feeling and how. What does it mean
Yeah.
to have a foggy brain? And I thought, wow,
It was.
I would have not guessed because you were so sharp with me, working on so many different things. But for you, of course, there is it's all relative, isn't it?
Right.
So, that's amazing. And the number seven, by the way, if I was on an island, I could take only two products. That will be one of them.
Yes. It's delicious. It works. It's magic. I don't know how it works, but it does. I can tell the difference after I think when I started taking it a week or so. It was a drastic change. Everything just calms in the system, and next morning everything is still calm. I think that's the best way to describe it. Everything just kind of flows and calms down.
It is. It is quite a miraculous product. I've talked about it as a longevity product because there are
Mhm.
just so many amazing
Mhm.
ingredients in it. 10 super
Mhm.
probiotics, and we have the
Mhm.
supernatant, we have fiber in there, and all the good berries and greens and
Mhm.
veggies in tiny amounts. So it's more the hormesis effect than anything else. It just tells your body, here it
Mhm.
is. Think about this information.
Yeah.
The body then
Yeah.
goes into what it needs to do with this tiny little ingredient and then starts to realize, wow, that's good for us. We'll do more. And I think this is because our body is intelligent. It
Mhm.
knows how to take information, and food is information, it's energy, and it knows where to take it in the body, what to do with it. And you were dealing with anxiety at the time and brain fog. So when I heard that everything is starting to come down, I knew your body is moving into
Mhm.
a stage of repair. And
Mhm.
for everybody else, I want you to know that there is tons of information on the website, more on each of the products. So if you were on an island, what would you take? Two products, that's
Two
it.
products. Oh, my favorite, garlic and number seven, systemic by far. Um, I think the combination of the two, I can see the garlic, especially when I'm not feeling well and feeling run down, or maybe I've been around someone who's been sick. If I take extra garlic or take it a couple times a day, it just makes a huge difference. And number seven is just my favorite because it's just, I feel like it touches everything. It's just so calming and it moves everything. I feel like the energy flows in my body when I do take it. It's really great. I know that you're out for a bit, out of stock. So I did go without it for a while and I noticed the difference.
Oh, I
So
apologize for that. I know sometimes I don't calculate the timing just right and we're out. I was missing it myself, I have
yeah.
to say, and
Yeah.
thinking, okay, how can I hurry up with these things? But production can be slow, and our ingredients are more complex to pull together. And so, and we do feel the difference when we don't
Mhm.
take it. It gets to the point where our body is humming so well, and we think, oh, we don't really need that.
Mhm.
and then we run out and we don't take it, and then the body goes, hey, wait a second,
What happened?
what happened?
I was doing so well. Here we are again. We got to start over. But yeah.
Yeah. So the last question that I have for you, which I absolutely love, is what hope and inspiration can you share with us? What makes you you? What makes you get up in the morning, gives you hope for our world, for our future? For me, as you know, it's peace. You're working with me now on creating a nonprofit organization so I can get back into my research and my love. That's the ocean I swim in most comfortably. Although I am loving working at Bioimmersion and helming the company and basking in the love of so many people, and our fabric, what makes us us, is sharing knowledge and love. So that what inspires me at Bioimmersion and at my peace research. What inspires you? What is the fabric of you and your company?
Oh my gosh. I would say I really want to help people, and it's always been in the back of my mind, and where my journey started as my childhood and all the things I've gone through life. I feel like if we extend a hand in whatever capacity, I have this gift of knowledge now and experience as an attorney. If I can just give it when it's needed, and it doesn't have to be in a grand gesture, it doesn't have to change the world, it just has to change and help one person, and it has to make a difference. I have to believe that it makes a difference for them. And that could be in just being there when somebody needs it in their business. It could be providing an ear and outlet. Sometimes it's just listening to people. Um, I tend to uh, have I tend to develop close relationships with people when I trust them and I like them. And once the trust develops, people tend to tell me a lot of things. And of course, we have attorney client privilege. So they feel even more freer to tell me what works for them, what is it they need, what are their fears. And through that, I've learned that not just providing in my profession, and I use my profession right now, legal advice, which is, lots of people can do. But I think it would be a lot, and I've seen this in my experience, that having compassion and having the heart along with the law, which is justice, it can open worlds, it can open hearts, it can open minds. We don't always have to be this. For example, again, I use my profession where lawyers are very strict and they have to do this by the rule. Of course, it's the law, but this tough people that want to, crush the other side and win all the time. I don't believe in that. I believe there is a time and place for that, but the rest of the 99%, we can approach the law with reason and with heart and with our ears and just openness. There is a lot we can do to change. Again, I go back to the law, the profession. Probably other lawyers are like, she's crazy, but it works. It worked for me and it worked for a lot of my clients. So there's a place for that. And I think if people stop and kind of listen to the other side and have compassion, even a little bit, it goes a long way.
It really does. It's amazing
Yeah, it
how
does.
we attract the people that have similar values and beliefs, are equals,
Mhm.
in terms of how we like to see life happen around us and how we actually initiate life. around us. And so with that, everyone, we so love you. Thank you, Niloufar, so much
My
for sharing your
pleasure.
knowledge and love with us. And you are a beautiful, beautiful soul. And I just so appreciate you being in my life. And
Oh, likewise. And our paths were meant to cross. So I appreciate you, and I'm so thankful for all of this gift of nutrition. Oh my gosh, I feel like a new person. So I am more than grateful, and I look forward to see what you do and the rest of your journey. And I'm really excited. I'm
yes,
excited to be part of it.
we will for sure.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone, and we'll see you next time.